Just sounds funny saying that. But, you know, when we did radio a couple of years ago, I said something about Aaron Murray. I said, you know, when Aaron Murray graduates from the University of Georgia,
yeah, you said it.
I think this fan base won't realize what they had until he's gone. And I think they've seen the struggles they've had at quarterback relative to what Aaron Murray gave them. I feel the same way about Mark Richt. Now, Georgia, I get it. I get the desire to play for national championships on a yearly basis. I get the desire to take the talent that you have in recruiting and put it on the field and win 12 games rather than 10-2 is what you go almost every year under Mark Richt.
I'll tell you what they weren't. They weren't prisoners of the moment because at least the decision makers at Georgia apparently made their minds up, and they didn't care that then he beat Kentucky and he beat Auburn and he beat Georgia Southern and he beat Georgia Tech. They made their mind up, they were convicted in their decision, and they stuck with it. I don't have to like the decision, and I don't. But at the very least, I can say that for them. Now, the sample size is a little bit bigger, but there still is only a relatively small amount of people that understand what it takes to be a major college head coach and be one for a decade plus and be successful at it. They know that the people that critique them have no idea, the people that hire and fire them have no idea, the people that cheer for them have no idea, and so they take it personally when one of their own is done wrong, and that's what I heard today from a lot of guys like Nick Saban speaking out against this.
And like you said, the people that hire and fire them don't have an idea on a lot of stuff regarding football, which makes this ludicrous, not just this situation, but the entire landscape of how college football is built. You lose Felipe Franks, one of the best quarterbacks in this recruiting class. Now he's on his way to Florida. Now, I don't know how else that'll hurt or help LSU in recruiting, but I think they really dodged the bullet, and they made the right decision for the wrong reasons. I'll say that about LSU in my opinion.
Yeah, before we move on here, like I said, I at least have the respect for the Georgia decision makers that they were convicted and stuck with their decision. I disagree with it, but I at least like that they were convicted. The LSU administration and boosters, they couldn't look worse. And I know Joe Oliva, the athletic director down there, is taking a lot of heat. I want to tell you this now. I happen to know some people pretty close to both these situations. I tend to believe Joe Oliva was just as much in the dark on what the decision was going to be here as Les Miles was, because he is beholden to the big money guys down there. In the third quarter of this game in a box at Tiger Stadium, all the power brokers get together and they say, uh-oh, the fans really seem to like this guy. The media is really excoriating us. You know what? Let's keep him. That I have no respect for, because if at any point fan support and or the media and the newspapers and blogs and whatnot, if that sways your decision, you're not qualified to be a major decision maker, and your problem is not in who's roaming the sideline as a head coach. You are the problem. You need to be gone because you've cut the legs out from under Les Miles, like you just said. Recruits bail on you. You're now going to ask him to get rid of his coordinators at the very least and bring in new coordinators. What coordinator of any prominence is going to say, well, that looks like a situation that I want to be a part of? Is he going to be there in 2017? Who knows? Let me up and move my family down there anyway, though.
Let's go back to 2010, national championship, right? That offense is great. Everybody's on board. Defense is not good. Ted Roof. Oh, get him out of here, bring in Brian Van Gorder. Oh, we got an offense. We bringing in Gus Miles on. Oh, that defense is still garbage. Go ahead and bring me another defense corner, Ellis Johnson. Oh, we got Gus Miles on as our head coach. That offense is going to be fine. The defense is still garbage. Well, bring in Will Muschamp. And look, I'm not killing Muschamp because this team got better defensively. Do you see a theme here, Auburn fans? The defense is still not where it needs to be a national contender. So not only that, I had a question about development of players when Gene Chizik was the head coach.
Devin, Hamilton, Georgia. Is Oklahoma now the best team in the country?
I think they're the most balanced team in college football right now. And I'd say that because what I thought they'd do this year far exceeded my expectations at the quarterback position. And I think it's between Oklahoma and Alabama. I think they're the two best teams in the country, bar none, in my opinion.
They are the two best, but not in that order. I'll take Alabama above Oklahoma.
No.
So will Vegas by 3. Let me tell you this.
I'm from North Carolina.
You know the last team Oklahoma faced that was committed to running the ball at them?
Probably Oklahoma at practice.
Texas.
Oh, okay.
That's who it was. That backstory here.
Thank you.
Some clown on Ohio State's roster because, let's be honest, they have nothing better to do this week, tweeted out Alabama's schedule, their results, and then suggested, how are they ranked number 2? Go ahead, Mr. Rivers, 30 seconds.
Well, they're ranked number 2 because they're one or two of the best teams in the country. And the whole schedule thing, they only have 2 ranked teams on their schedule right now. A lot of these teams aren't ranked because Alabama beat them. I guarantee they'd be ranked if they would have beaten Alabama. Let's just stop all this nonsense. Come on.
Just right quick. Pardon me while I go stat nerd on you. Clemson has played 6 teams that are bowl eligible. Strength of schedule, 47.
Okay.
Oklahoma has played 8 teams that are bowl eligible. Strength of schedule, 20. That's why they're number 2, by the way.
Right.
Michigan State has played 8 teams that are bowl eligible. Strength of schedule, 53. Ohio State, here we go, has played 7 teams that are bowl eligible. Strength of schedule, 61. Alabama has played 11 teams that are bowl eligible. Will be 12 after this weekend. Strength of schedule, 5.
Oh.
Let's go to break and wrap it up when we come back. It's Football Nightly Down South.
$1.